In this lesson, you are going to begin Lesson 06, Masks and Channels, on page 166. This is the link for the book. You can go ahead and click on it or download it on your desktop. Click on the second link here for the download link for your project file. You're going to use this image here. Now on page 166 in our book, you can go to the table of contents and just click on this page number or this chapter, Masks and Channels. The lesson begins here on page 177 or 168. Sorry. Make sure you follow the page numbers in the book and not in the browser. So, in this lesson, you'll create a magazine cover. The model for the cover was photographed in front of a different background. You will use masking and the Refine Mask feature to place the model on the appropriate background. So once you've downloaded the file, make sure you save it in your own folder. Again, to do that, you're going to click here and download this on your computer and just save it inside your folder. So let's get started. I'm going to open it in Photoshop. So first, what you need to do is on page 169, you're going to save it, File, Save As, and make sure you go to your Documents folder and head to your own folder. Let's rename the file to 06 working, and I would put my last name, underscore last name, just to make sure that this file is yours. Go ahead and save it. Step 2, you're going to use the quick selection tool. Before we move forward, just to double check that everything is working properly, that you have all of the panels, I need you to click on Windows, Workspace, Reset Essentials, just to make sure that everything is set to default. You have your Layers panel, Properties panel, and the rest of the important panels. If you ever get these extra panels here, Learn, and so on and so forth, you can click on that menu button there and you can go ahead and close the tab group. Okay. Quick selection tool. The brush size is 15 pixels with a 100% hardness. Let's go ahead and select this man. You can zoom in, Control plus, just to make sure you get some of those details. Go ahead and select the shirt. And don't worry if it's not perfect, you will refine this later. Next, you're going to click on the mask icon here at the bottom. It's this rectangular shape with a circle in the center. That will make the background transparent or checkered. Now we are going to refine the mask on page 170. you're going to choose Window, Properties. If your Properties panel already has a check mark, that means it's already visible in your workspace. So mine is right here, Properties panel. And what you're going to do is make sure that the mask on layer 0 is selected. So right there, make sure you have the white box around the mask. Go ahead and click on Select and Mask. I know that in the book it says Mask Edge. Don't worry, it's the same function. We're going to select or click on Select and Mask. That brings you to this window, this editing window. In this view mode, you're going to select black from the pop-up menu. Choose on black. So this is step number 4 on page 171, on black. You can change the opacity of the background. By default, it's 50%. I'm setting it to 100 just to see the white areas in my image. Step 5. In the Adjust Edge area of the dialog box, move the sliders to create a smooth, unfeathered edge along the shirt and face. So let's go ahead and plug in these numbers in each of the fields below. So we are going to move the smooth slider to 15, contrast to 40%, and shift edge to -8. You can also just type it, -8%. Moving on. In the output area of the dialog box, select Decontaminate Colors. So output settings, right there, Decontaminate Colors. Choose New Layer with Layer Mask from the output to menu. So New Layer with Layer Mask. Go ahead and click on the Zoom tool on the left-hand side. You are going to select the Refine Radius tool in the Refine Mask dialog box. This time it's going to be this tool up here, the second Refine Edge brush tool. Okay, there are just a few changes in our version of Photoshop, but it retains the same function. So use it to paint out any white background that remains around the lips and the nose. Press the left bracket to decrease the brush size and the right bracket to increase it. So that is the shortcut to decrease and increase the brush size. Alternatively, there's a menu here that also allows you to manually adjust the hardness and the brush size. So by clicking on some parts of his face, that will eliminate the white parts in the background. You may hold the space bar for the hand tool that allows you to pan or move around the image. Once you're satisfied, go ahead and click OK. Alright, a new layer named Layer 0 Copy appears in the Layers panel. You'll use this layer to add spikes to the mask of the hair. With Layer 0 Copy active, click Mask Edge in the Properties panel to open the Refine Mask dialog box again. So make sure your new layer is selected, that mask right there is selected, and select and mask one more time. From the View pop-up menu, choose On White. So this time we're going to choose On White. The black hair shows up well against the white matte. If necessary, zoom out or use the hand tool to reposition the image so that you can see all of the hair. Select the Refine Radius tool in the Refine Mask dialog box. Okay. We're going to begin brushing along the top of the hair high enough to include the spikes. Again, the shortcut is left bracket key to decrease, right bracket key to increase the brush size. Paint along the right side of the head where the hair is solid color to pick up any small fine hairs that protrude. So your goal is to eliminate this artificial hard masked edge. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We want to reveal some of his natural hair. You can zoom out if need be and zoom in as well. This effect or these tools are really useful for masking hair. Sometimes when you mask hair or something that has a softer edge, it will tend to have a really artificial and hard edge, but using this tool and mastering how to learn it allows you to properly mask something with really soft edges, such as hair. So it looks more natural. If you overdid something, you can go ahead and use the subtract icon. Alright. As you paint, Photoshop refines the mask edge, including the hair, but eliminating most of the background. If you were painting on a layer mask, the background would be included. The Refine Mask feature is good, but not perfect. You'll clean up any areas of the background that are included with the hair. Okay. Select Erase Refinements tool hidden behind the Refine Radius tool in the Refine Mask dialog box. Click once or twice in each area where the background color shows. When you erase an area, Refine Mask feature erases similar colors, cleaning up more of the mask for you. Be careful not to erase the refinements you have made in the hair edge. You can also undo a step or use the Refine Radius tool to restore the edge if necessary. Okay, so this time around we are not going to have this Erase Refinements tool. So this is one of those changes. You may use this tool right here, the second tool, Refine Edge Brush tool or Brush tool. Okay, so step number 13 is somewhat optional. One more time, in the output settings, select Decontaminate Colors and move the amount slider to 85%. Let's go ahead and make sure that output to new layer with layer mask is selected and then click OK. Alright, much better than before. In the layers panel, make the magazine background layer visible. So this is the magazine background in our layers panel. The model appears in front of an orange patterned background. Alright. Go ahead and click Save, File, Save.